Act 3 Scene 1 The Castle. Enter King, Queen, Polonius, Ophelia, Rosencrantz, Guildenstern, Lords. And can you by no drift and conference get from him why he puts on this confusion, grading so harshly all his days of quiet with turbulent and dangerous lunacy? He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause will by no means speak, nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof, when we would bring him on to some confession of his true state. Did he receive you well? Most like a gentleman, but with much forcing of his disposition. Niggard of question, but of our demands, most free in his reply. Did you essay him to any pastime? Madam, it so fell out that certain players we all erred on the way. Of this we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. They are hereabout cold, and as I think, they have already ordered this night to play before him. This most true, and he beseeched me to entreat your majesty to hear and see the matter with all my heart, and it doth much contact me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge, and drive his purpose into these delights. We shall, my lord, excellent Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, sweet Gertrude, leave us too, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he, as 'twere by accident, may hear affront Ophelia, her father, and myself, the lawful spouse, will so bestow ourselves that, seeing unseen, we may of their encounter frankly judge, and gather by him as he is behaved, if bad affliction of his love or no, that thus he suffers for. I shall obey you, and for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness, so shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again, to both your honors. Madam, I wish it may. Exit Queen. Ophelia, walk you here, gracious, so please you. We will bestow ourselves, read on this book, that show of such an exercise may color your loneliness. We are oft to blame in this. 'Tis too much proved that with devotions presage and pious action we do succor the devil himself. Or 'tis too true. How smart a lash that speech doth give my conscience! The hollowed cheek, beautied with plastering's art, is not more ugly to the thing that helps it. That Then am I deed to my most painted word, O heavy burden. I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord. Accent King and Polonius. Enter Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end, the heartache and the thousands natural shocks that flashes here too, this a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, purchase to dream. There's the rub, for in the slip of that, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off his mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scars of time? The precious wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the lost delay, the insolence of office, and the spawns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quaitors make with a bare bodkin. Who would photos bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no travellers return, puzzles the will, and make us rather bear those ills we have, than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make coward of us all, although the native hue of resolution is sickled o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitches and moment with disregard, their currents turn away, and lose the name of action. Soft you know, the fair Ophelia, nymph in the orisons, be all my sins remembered. Good my lord, how does your honor for this many a day? I humbly thank you. Well, 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 my lord, I have remembrance of yours, that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now, receive them. No, not I. I never gave you aught. My honored lord, you know right well you did, and with them were words of so sweet breed composed, as made these things more rich, their perfume lost. Take this again, for to the noble mind, rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. Dear my lord, ha ha, are you honest? My lord, are you fair? What means your lordship? That if you be honest, you honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty. Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty? Surely for the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to about, than the force of honesty can translate beauty into his likeness. This was some time a paradox, but now the time gives it proofs. I did love you once. Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so. You should not have believed me, for virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it. I loved you not. I was the more deceived. Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent honest, but yet I could accuse me of such things that it were better my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offences at my back than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do crawling be between earth and heaven? We are arrant knaves all. Believe none of us. Go the ways to a nunnery. Will's your father. At home, my lord. Let the door be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. The farewell. Oh, help him, you sweet heavens, if thou dost marry. I'll give thee this plague for the jury. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow. Thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to a nunnery. Go farewell. Or if thou wilt needs marry a fool. For wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery. Go and quickly too. The farewell. Heavenly powers restore him. I have heard of your paintings. Well enough, God had given you one face, and you make yourselves another. Your cheek, amble, and your lips. Your nickname, God's creature, and make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to, ill no more. Aunt, it hath made me mad. I say we will have no more marriage. Thus that all married already, all but one, shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. Exit. To a nunnery go. Oh, what a noble mind is here all at Tron. My courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eye, tongue, sword, the expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion, and the mold of form, the absurd of all observers, quit down, and I, of ladies most dejected and wretched, that sucks the honey of his musicked vows. Now see the noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled out of time and hushes. The unmatched form and feature of blow, yod, blasted with ecstasy. Oh, who is me? Thou have seen what I have seen. See what I see. Enter King and Polonius. Love, his affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul, o'er which his melancholy sits unbrewed, and I do doubt to hatch and disclose will be some dangers which, for to prevent, I have in quick determination thus set it down. He shall we speed to England for the demand of our neglected tribute. Haply the seas and countries different with the variable object shall expel. This something settled matters in his heart, whereon his brain still beating puts him thus, from fashion of himself. What think you on it? It shall do well, but yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all, my lord, do as you please. But if you hold it fit, after the play, let his queen mother all alone entreat him, to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and I'll be placed, so place you in the ear of all their conference, if she find him not. To England send him, or confine him where your wisdom best shall think. It shall be so. Madness in great ones must not unwashed go. Exit.